Shall we play a game?
I want to be the oldest Rocket League Grand Champion in the world.
As far as your dream of being GC, yeah, you've got no shot, brother. 3,000 hours and you still don't know how to flick, you ball chase, have positioning issues, and it's okay not to be a GC. For simply trying, you got a free computer. Wow, brutal. He's right, but he's also wrong. It hasn't been 3,000 hours, it's been 4,000 hours. It's actually quite remarkable that I've gotten as far as I have, considering the skills I don't have. But all of this came to a head having replays analyzed, which are always fantastic when you've got high-level players analyzing your replays. And as I was going through this and trying to implement what I was being taught or what was being shown to me in the replays, I realized that my mechanics were letting me down. And the more my mechanics let me down, the more frustrated I become. I announced to the world that I want to be the oldest Grand Champ in the world. And I've made very little significant progress. And I got to a point where enough is enough. I have to address this. I've got to do better. So I embarked on an ambitious plan. I was going to train for 90 to 100 minutes every day for 20 days. So I picked 5 skills that I'm weak at and went, okay, I'm going to work on these every day from 90 to 120 minutes. So my plan was this. The skills I needed to work on were air dribbling, ground to air dribbling, flicking, general car control, and bounce dribbling. So this is what I did, starting on day 1, 15 minutes with each of those. That was an hour and 15 minutes. And then I spent another 15 minutes just in Freeplay. And then if any of those needed more work, I'd cycle back and do another half an hour. How much of an impact did this have on my game? What I got to tell you initially, almost nothing. Every day I would train 90 minutes, 120 minutes, and then get into some games. And I didn't notice any real improvement. However, on the 9th day, suddenly I felt more in touch with the car and the game, and I started playing a lot better. On day 10, I hit champ for the first time on my own. I've been there before, but I got a little bit of help. Now I got there solo queuing on my own. And since that time, in the 12 or so days that have passed since I hit champ, I have not deranked. I've stayed in champ and in fact got within 2 wins of being champ 2. So has there been a difference? Absolutely. And these are the lessons that I have learned. The training phase, we all talk about the various phases in Rocket League, from the suck phase to the god phase, the training phase and all of that. The training phase has to be constant. It's always got to be there, at least for me. What I've come to realize for me is that excellence in Rocket League is the product of applied time. Finding something that you can't do and putting in the time to get better at it. Younger people, I think, have a better time of it because they're able to respond. Their raw talent and reaction time aids them in succeeding in the game. Someone of my age, well, I've got to put in the time on the mechanics so that I can do them without thinking, where I'm not relying on my natural speed, which I don't have, in order to play well. So anything is possible. It is just going to take me longer. My next realization in this regard is that doing well, achieving high rank in Rocket League for me depends on 3 things. Being really good mechanically, having great game sense, and then confidence. All of these things affect each other. When your mechanics are good, your confidence is high. When your game sense is great, your confidence is high. When your confidence is high, you generally play better. You generally have better game sense. When your game sense goes out the window, when you start to break rotation and you do a couple of things that you shouldn't, which means you miss, you get scored on, you start to get upset and irritated, that affects your mechanics, your game sense, and then your confidence goes down. And so these 3 things depend completely on each other. And to keep that confidence high requires that applied time, doing training, finding things that I can't do and doing them better. Realizing that I have to train and train frequently, I've issued a challenge for myself. I've taken this video by Kev Pert on advanced car control, and I'm going to train on this every day for an hour. And I've given myself 3 months to be as good as he is. He said he did it in about 2 or 3 weeks. He got that good. But hey, the guy's young, he's pretty good. I need a little bit more time. And to add incentive to this, to make sure I do it, I am going to stream my training. And I understand streaming training is not the most exciting thing to do. It's not a very exciting thing to watch. But I'm doing it for a couple of reasons. One, it makes sure that I do it. I guess accountability if I'm streaming that every day. Secondly, it's a great way to document my progress. So I can go back and see how bad I was in how good I became. But the result, after approximately 18 to 20 hours of solid training happening every single day, has been that I have ranked up. I am feeling more confident about my game, and I am quite excited about learning new skills and getting the skills I'm going to need as I hit Champ 2, Champ 3, and Grand Champion. So follow me on the journey, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, get involved in the comments. I'm gonna do this. I did it all for